All right, let's look at the homework 4.2, problem number 10. All right, does this function satisfy the hypotheses of the mean value theorem on the given interval? All right, so let's look at that. All right, so interval from 1 to 2, and the only problematic point would be x equals -1. So we're kind of staying away from that since we're only considering between 1 and 2. So this rational function is going to be continuous and differentiable. So which one? Yeah, so here. This is, yes, f is continuous on closed interval from 1 to 2, and the differentiable on the open interval from 1 to 2. All right, so we got that. All right, and if it satisfies the hypothesis, and it does, and find the C satisfy the conclusion of the mean value theorem. All right, so let's do that. All right, so first we need to find the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to, we're going to use the quotient rule. Right, square the bottom, so quantity x plus 1 squared, and derivative of the top is 1 times the denominator x plus 1 minus top is x times the derivative of the denominator, which is 1. So we can cancel, 1 really doesn't do anything, and x minus x cancel out, so you have 1 left over on top. So you have 1 over quantity x plus 1 squared. So we got that. So so f prime of c, so f prime of c is equal to obviously 1 over c plus 1 squared. All right, then we have to look at the difference quotient. So we have f of b is 2 minus f of a is 1 and b minus a. All right, so denominator is going to be 1 anyway, so I'm going to scratch that. Divide by 1 doesn't do anything. All right, if you plug in 2, so you have a 2 over 3, so 2/3 minus f of 1, 1/2. All right, common denominator would be 6, so you have to multiply by 2, so it's 4. Multiply by 3, so you have that, so it's 1 over 6. All right, so we have to make sure that they are equal to each other, right? We set them equal to each other. All right, so let's try to find c from there. So you have a 1 over quantity c plus 1 squared is equal to 1 over 6. All right, so first step would be I'm going to take the reciprocal of both sides, or raising to -1 the same thing. So you have quantity c plus 1 squared is equal to 6. All right, and then we can remove the square by taking a square root. So you have a c plus 1, but you have to consider a positive version and a negative version of square root of 6. All right, then only one last step, maybe a couple more steps. Subtract 1 to isolate c. So c is plus or minus square root of 6 minus 1. All right, but in this case, we're looking for c between 1 and 2, so we're not going to use the -1. So positive square root of 6, it's about 2 point something, right? Minus 1 gives you 1 point something, so it's going to fall right between 1 and 2. All right, so answer is square root of 6 minus 1. All right, so let's type it in. And square root of 6 minus 1. All right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back, and looks like we got both of these guys correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.